Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hanisha Siti Taqwa and my student number NN is 46. So today I'm from group 1 and I'm a moderator. So today we'll discuss about material development. The introduction is material development is a fundamental aspect of education that involves the progress of creating, selecting, adapting, and organizing researches used for teaching and learning. In modern education, effective learning does not rely solely on the teacher's knowledge or delivery methods, but also on well-prepared materials that support learners' understanding. These materials play a significant role in both formal and informal learning environment, include schools, universities, training programs, and online education platforms. The development of learning materials ensures the content is suitable for learners' abilities, goals, and culture contexts. Additionally, properly developed materials can increase engagement, motivation, and learning outcomes. Therefore, material development is considered a vital component of instructional design and curriculum planning. Next, what material development involves? Material development involves the careful design of educational research that is about teaching and learning process. This research can take various forms such as 1. Textbook and worksheet. Textbook provides structured content for learners, often include explanation, example, exercise, and illustration. 2. Lesson plans. Lesson plans guide teacher in delivering instruction effectively. They outline objective teaching strategies, instructional materials, activities, and assessment methods. 3. Digital contents. Digital research, such as videos, slides, and a learning module, are increasingly important in modern education. And the last one is activities and assessment. Activities encourage learners to apply knowledge, develop skills, and engage actively in the learning process. So enough from me. Next to moderator 2.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anisala Charamoy. My 11 PM is 34. In this video, I will explain about key steps in materials development. One is needs analysis. Need analysis is the initial step in materials development. It involves identifying learners' current abilities, learning goals, challenges, and preference. Need analysis ensures that materials are relevant, effective, and target appropriately. 2 is setting objective. Clear objective define what learners should achieve after completing the learning activity. Objectives should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound or SMART. They guide the selection of content, teaching method, and assessment strategies. And number 3 is designing content. Content design involves selecting relevant topics, organizing them in a logical sequence, and determining appropriate format for presentation. Effective content design considers the difficulty levels, learner engagement, and pedagogical approach. Number 5 is developing materials. At this stage, actual materials are created based on the design plan. This may include writing text, creating visuals, recording videos, or designing interactive quizzes. And the last is number 5, evaluation and revision. Evaluation is critical to determine whether the materials actively support learning. This can involve pilot testing with learners, gathering feedback from teachers, and assessing learning outcomes. based on the evaluations, revision, and made to improve clarity, engagement, or alignment with learning objectives. And next is I will explain about type of materials. One is printed materials, like books, handouts, worksheets, and manuals provide structured content and are widely used in classroom. Two is audio-visual materials, videos, animation, and podcasts enhance learning through visual and auditory channels. They are especially useful for explaining abstract concepts and engaging learners. Number three, interactive materials, quizzes, games, simulation, and online exercise provide hands-on learning experiences, promote critical thinking, and motivates learners. And number 4 is digital materials. Application, e-learning models, and online courses allow flexible learning anytime and anywhere. Digital materials are necessary and essential in distance learning and blended education. That's all I can explain. Thank you.
I'm Ashby Takwa and I'm going to tell the principle of good materials development. To ensure effectiveness, materials should follow these principles. First, clarity and simplicity. Use language that is easy to understand and avoid unnecessary complexity. Next, relevance. Materials should align with learners' needs, goals, and interests. Next, engagement. Include activities, visuals, and interactive elements to maintain learner attention. Next, cultural appropriateness. Ensure context respect cultural backgrounds and avoid bias. And the last one is gradual difficulty. Organize content to progress from simple to complex, allowing learners to build confidence and competence. And for example, of material development in English language teaching is first is beginner level. You can use pictures, simple dialogues, and vocabulary exercise to introduce basic language skills. Next, intermediate levels include short stories, role plays, and guide discussion to practice comprehension and communications. And last is advanced level. Conduct debates, essay writing, and project-based activities to develop fluency, critical thinking, and advanced writing skills. This structured approach ensures that learners develop their skills progressively and achieve learner objectives effectively. And conclusion is material development is a critical process in education that enhances teaching and learning. By following systematic steps, including needs analysis, objective setting, content design, development, evaluation, and revisions, educator can create materials that are relevant, engaging, and effective. The use of diverse types of material, guided based on pedagogical principles, ensure that learners of all levels achieve their learning goals. Ultimately, high-quality materials support educational success, promote active learning, and adapt to the evolving needs of the learner and the dynamic learning environment. I think that's enough from Group 1. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.